What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Bricktip Gaming's here. I'm not the center of the attention today. I got Big Daddy Papa Ian here. Ian, say hi.
Hey guys, what's up?
It has been a fat minute since Ian's been on here, since we played Ryuji Sword Soul against Sky Striker, which that video has not aged well.
Nope, it really has not.
Ian's here. We're not playing a game. This is the very first deck profile for Bricktip Gaming. That's not me. Ian, what do you got for us?
All right, so this is something that I've been kind of testing online. It's not meant to be a competitive deck whatsoever. It's just something fun that combines two of my favorite engines into one. So we got Charmers with a
What?
little bit of spice.
Ooh, it's shiny too.
Yeah, I'm working on getting all the QCRs, but slowly but steady, slowly but steady. They can be kind of expensive.
Charmers with spice. Hell, well, I can't wait. Whip it out. Let's go. Hog check.
Hog jerk. All right, so as you can see, we got Charmers. What you're gonna see is a little bit of the synergy. So, starting off nice and easy, I got one of each of the channelers and then dark. The reason they're channelers is because they're level 5, and that's where we're gonna see the synergy
Don't
coming
tell
up
me.
later.
Don't tell me.
I mean, level
Oh no.
fives. It rhymes with. Well, I guess it's just
Did
K9.
we see a hint with Apollo earlier?
Yup.
Oh
I
no.
love. Yeah, I love my dogs, so I got them dogs in there.
Stinky.
So, but yeah, we got one of each. With the recent support that the charmers got, the level 5s, they're also treated as charmers. And then we just got the extra dark just because he's my favorite, and it's just that way in case you open 4 of them, it doesn't affect, or if you open one of them, it doesn't affect a card we're gonna get to here in a little bit. But yeah, one of each, and then dark. You can play Lina. It doesn't really matter. I just like dark. Um, we got, this is where the secondary, not secondary, but like a little bit of the other engine comes in for the Charmers. We got Blue Boy. Um, if you're familiar with toss format or hat format, sorry, this is Spellbook. Um, Blue Boy searches you any Spellbook card on normal summon. So or flipped up. So that's kind of there for these. We got Spellbook of Secrets, nice and shiny. Um, which these cards right here search the new card, which is why it's important to play 5 Charmers and not 4. Spellbook of the Grand Circle. Um, if you've been living under a bridge, Charmers recently got support. They got a new Chronicles structure deck, and this is one of the support cards. It searches 4 Charmers, and then you put 2 cards back in the deck, and then you can banish it from the grave to fusion summon. And the opponent cannot respond to that fusion summon, be it the summon itself or its effects. So, kind of busted. Um, but that's kind of why I wanted to bring back the Charmers.
I can
And
attest that
then
card is bullshit.
yeah, it's insane because another thing, which we'll get to once we get into the extra deck, is the fusion. It doesn't have to be a Charmer fusion. It just allows you to perform a fusion summon by sending to the grave, and your opponent cannot respond. Um,
We played in a structure deck event, everybody, like 2 or 3 months ago. I don't know when the Charmers deck came out. It was for a Stitch Charmers mat, and I said, you know what, cool. I'll play the legendary 5D's Blackwing deck because got good staples. It's cool. So I called their buddy Paz and like ran through combos for like 2 hours. This dude brings Charmers, and we're playing it for fun. Oh no, we played our last game together, our last round, and he does that shit to me.
mhm. Yep. Yeah, it's insane. And then we got the one possessed partnerships. It's the one kind of ink archetype trap for the Charmers that's actually worth it. It's a monster reborn, and then depending on how many attributes you have, it pops a card. So if you have two or more, it pops a card. So just a nice little interruption. And then this is where we get to the fun part. We got
Gross.
Triple Noroi. This is your primary normal summon. Um, if you're familiar with the K9 engine, you know that it's really good, especially in like K9 Vanquish Soul or K9 Crystron, stuff like that. Anything that's level 5, the synergy is just insane. Um, we got Triple Noroi. It's your primary normal summon. It's what you want to normal summon. We got Double Lantern. After the hit to Jokel, which is at 1. After they hit the Jokel, adding more lanterns to kind of balance everything out is really necessary. And then we got the triple Hand Trap Izuna, and then the one Lupus. And then to round off the K9 package, we got the one, because it's limited to one, a case for K9, and then the Force Release. A lot of people don't really main this card in K9 decks. I really like it. It's mostly because I really like Werewolf. I like the art of it. So I really like this card. But that's kind of the K9 package. And then obviously we have the 3 chaotic elements just to kind of search one of these two.
That card's so busted,
whatever's needed. Card's insane.
That card's actually so good.
That card, like, especially during Rizio format, being able to steal a detonator.
No. You leave my little Gundams alone. What's the count of the main deck?
Count on the main deck is 40. Yeah, right at 40. I'm a huge fan of sticking to 40. Just because consistency. I know our buddy Porsche is going to give me crap because I always give him crap for playing 60 and 50 card piles. But 40 is consistency, and I like to be consistent. But that's kind of like the engines, and then for non-engine, we got the basics. I mean, triple Fua,
Have to.
triple Ash,
Have
to. Droplet.
I love that.
Mainly because Spellbook of the Grand Circle can add from deck or grave. So if you're kind of going breaking boards and you open more than one Charmer, you have to add 4. This discards 1.
I love that.
And
I
then
think Droplet's
we got
a great meta call right now too.
Oh, Droplet's insane. Going into boards, it's just the amount of games I've won simply by like activating something, and then especially against Draco Tail, they go flame or whatever. You just drop it, send it away. You see the life drain from their eyes.
Yeah.
It's nice. And then just to kind of end off, we got triple Imperm.
Yeah.
You could change the Imperms for like bells or whatever, and you can run them in the side. I'm not gonna lie, I've played this deck in person once, like one day, so I don't really have a side deck. I was just kind of like playing it willy-nilly. But yeah, that's main deck. Main deck is at 40, and then for the extra deck, currently there's 12 cards in the extra deck, meaning there's 3 in the extra deck. Yep, 12 cards. Mainly because I ran out of sleeves.
It's a real struggle.
Which isn't, it's insane. But when we're looking into the extra deck, it's a really flexible deck, which is why I like it. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. For the fusions, we got 2 Spellbook of the Grand Circles. Realistically, you only need 1. I just like 2 because for the grind games, especially like turn 3, turn 4, when you can use the effect to bounce, because this card has 4 effects it can use, which is broken when you think of the fact that Spellbook of the Grand Circle stops your opponent from responding. But it can either gain 800 attack, it can add a possessed spell or trap, it can bounce non-target, bounce a card on the field, or it can special summon a spellcaster from your graveyard. Depending on how many materials you use, is how many times you can use these effects. So let's say you're going into a board and you're like, going at it. You start breaking the board with K9, and then you go spellbook with a grand circle. Boom, summon this, and they have 3 cards on the field, and you use 3 materials, bounce them back, and then you swing for game. Um, yeah, I also really like the art, like the chibi art. It's just nice. But that's it for the fusions so far. Um, the rest of the extra deck is mostly XEs, and we're gonna go with the obvious Ripper.
Needs to be banned.
Um,
Change my mind. Not right now. We can do it later. Change my mind. But Ripper needs to be banned.
I'm not gonna say it needs to be banned because I'm a huge K9 fan. But anyway, Ripper has done no harm. Anyway, yeah, no, it definitely needs to be checked. But we got Ripper, Dax, Werewolf, Valon. This is kind of like your typical K9 package. Considering that I have 12 spots in the extra deck, I would consider adding another Ripper. Merely for grind game purposes. That's it. It's not like you need it, but it's nice to have. And then we have the Nash Knight package. Nash Knight, Masquerade, Sea Nash Knight, and what I finally got thanks to Rarity 5, Umbral Horror Masquerade.
We love reprints making good cards cheap.
Man, I have waited for this card. Oh, there you go. I've waited for this card to be reprinted ever since it was announced to be in Rarity 5. I've waited like since
It's been a while.
November. It's been since November because I had the opportunity to get a number of horror when I went back home for vacation, and I didn't get it because it was announced. So I've been waiting since November to get this card, and I can finally go Nash Knight into C, Nash Knight into that.
Dude, I was right there with
love
you.
it.
I was about to order an ulti copy for $50.
It's that good of a card. And then the last 2 spots, I mean, yeah, it's just insane. The last 2 cards we got is an SP and an IP.
Standard. Great cards.
Yeah, strictly because usually you can end on extra bodies, so you might as well just make it into an IP, make it an extra interruption. But in terms of, like I mentioned, we got 12 spots in the extra deck. You got 3 flex spots. Something really cool you can make, Guardian Chimera with Spellbook of the Grand Circle. Something even cooler you can make, I don't know if it's even cooler, but I think it's cool because when Nick was mentioning earlier when we were playing at our tournament, is Quintet Magician. You can make an unable to be responded to Quintet Magician to banish your opponent's whole field.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was nice.
I love having 2 Blackwing Assault Dragons just vanish.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah. Anyway, that was insane. Thank you, Konami, for printing a busted card for Charmers. It still doesn't make it matter relevant, but it makes it relevant in my heart.
True.
But yeah, that's kind of what I got. No side deck. Like I mentioned, I've only played it once, and it was kind of like for fun. I was playing it with at Pink Elephant Games. It's kind of where we go for our locals. I went on a Sunday, and there were some people there, and I was like, you know what? Let me take this deck, see how it does. Went up against Rika Plants.
Did you say Rika? It's
Plantling.
2026.
I know. It's insane.
Okay.
Good
Good for them, whoever played it.
Yeah, good for them. I mean, they were having fun. I was
Not.
not. Yeah, I forgot how kind of busted that deck was. And then, oh, there's Apollo. Apollo saying hi.
The OG K9.
Yep, the OG K9.
First ever K9, fun fact.
What else did I play? I played against Mikanko, and Enneacraft.
Dude, I love that whale.
I know you do. I hate it.
You
I
act like
played
it
against him.
matters. You can fuse all your cards off and it's fine.
Yeah, no, oh my gosh, what was it? I set up like the full board, and Rick, one of our buddies, he was like, oh, he freaking like talking about me, like how I hate this deck, like Craft, and I just started negating everything that the guy was doing, like with a passion,
It's because
because
you're
I
a
was like, I
bully.
will not. Yeah, I was like, I will not let you set anything. But yeah, pretty fun deck. Um, it's definitely like if I have to play a stress-free game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I just kind of want to not completely get wrecked because I'm playing a terrible deck, but be slightly competent and but still enjoy the game, this is what I'll play.
That's awesome. You've tested online a little bit too. You were kind of telling me before we jumped on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've played it online in a more competitive setting, and obviously, I mean, K9 carries, but people never expect the charmer cards.
No. Do you
And
feel like you get the
so
rogue deck buff sometimes?
sometimes only because like the rogue deck buff comes when I activate Spellbook Secrets or I activate Grand Circle and they ash it and then I chain Izuna. Um
Makes sense.
and
Makes sense.
and people tend to either scoop or start texting in the text box on Nexus. Um
Surely
and
they
so
say
that's
some
all.
nice things though.
Yeah, of course, of course. They're like, wait, what? Canine Charmers? What is this? And I'm like, haha, you've fallen into my trap. Um, but yeah, I mean, I can kind of show you a little combo here if
Yeah,
you'd
show me a
like.
little combo really quick before we wrap it up. Let me see what you got. Educate the people.
So we're gonna do the one card combo. A Spellbook of the Grand Circle.
Okay, let's see it.
Okay, let's say you you obviously have other cards in hand. So let me go ahead and put this extra deck over here. So Spellbook of the Grand Circle is gonna add you all four. Um, all four. And what my line of thought is, you always want to shuffle back one. Um, the one I always shuffle back, if I add these four, is Win. For no other reason other than it's my favorite and it's my one QCR.
Fair.
So shuffle her back, and another card. This is engraved. We then banish it to fusion. We fuse using all three into Charmers of the Grand Circle. They can't respond, so you got effects to Reborn 2 and add a Possessed Spell Trap. This kind of adds your layers. So you add Possessed Partnership, and your Reborn does not matter. Usually I go Fire and Water just because I like them, and Asa is my least favorite one. Um, for no particular reason. And then this is where people are like, if you've counted, we got Summon 1,
Mm-hmm.
Summon 2, Summon 3. This is where people are like, what are you doing? Oh,
Yeah. No Dwayne the Rock for this deck.
nope. And then obviously you go Ripper. Now remember, you have not normal summoned. Normal summon Noroi.
Jesus.
Nora's gonna go into Lantern. Lantern's gonna get you Case.
It just goes.
And then from here, you can start setting up Jacks.
And is this kind of the board you're trying to end on, or are you trying to end on a little bit more? Does it just kind of
Oh
depend,
no.
or?
Oh no, we're still going.
We're still going, okay.
Um,
Because I figured I didn't see the Umbral horror, so I wasn't sure.
so this, I mean, you go case of canine. At this point, depends if they've done anything, reacted or done whatever. Um, if they've hand trapped you or anything, you grab Izuna, then go into Nash Knight, go into Umbra Horror. But if not, you go case of canine, grab Izuna, set one and pass. So this is your one card, no interruption board. Now the reason we're going Jax and not like Nash Knight and all that is because whatever you summon off in Noroi locks you into, as long as that card's face up, it locks you into canines.
Mm-hmm.
And Jax, I mean, a target pop for a monster is not bad. So that's kind of like your one card combo with nothing else. Like let's say you have Jokel in hand, or you have Izuna in hand, you can case or canine for Jokel, summon both, dump Lupus, make Nash Knight, make Umbra Horror, um, all of that. But this is kind of like your one card. I have not been interrupted. I still have 5 cards in hand with an Izuna already. Kind of like where we're at. From here, you can go. Right now, you have Dark, you have Wind, you have Light. So you go Possess Partnerships. You can Reborn a 5, pop a card on the field. They activate something. You go Jax, pop it. You can go Rip or Negate from hand. They activate something in hand. You can go, normal Izuna, Lupus,
Yeah.
summon, make Nash Knight. But yeah, um, this is kind of like the goo. This is a little something I've been playing around with just while I wait for Blazing Dominion and the new Archmage sport, so I can start playing that.
What kind of inspiration you had? I know you said you like Charmers, you like Canine. Anybody in particular on like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or just something you said, you know what,
Um,
throw it together, why not?
a guy in our locals did it literally the day that um the Charmer deck came out. Zayo did it, and I was like, "Ooh, that sounds interesting." And then like 2 months passed, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that did sound interesting. Let me see what I can make, like what I can kind of come up with." Um, Another person that I did not like while I was kind of looking for inspiration and seeing like what people were like doing in terms of ratios. Um, Jesse Cotton made a canine charmer deck.
The Jesse
Um,
Cotton, what a guy.
the Jesse Cotton. I was like, wait, what? What is he doing? Like building like non meta
Non-meta, that's
things?
not a Master Duel video.
Yeah, literally, it's not one of his like let's make meta videos. Um, yeah, no, he did it in partnership with another YouTube, and I kind of looked at that. A lot of people, it kind of depends on how thick of a canine engine you want to play. His was a little bit lighter. I just like canines, and I think if I don't see charmers, like canine can hold me until I get to charmers. Because I've kind of grown to appreciate more of the grind game instead of just like wham bam, beat you in one turn.
True.
Um, but yeah, that's kind of what we got.
That's electric, dude. Any shout outs to anybody? Anybody you want to, I don't know, looking forward to playing? Anybody's helped you out? Anything like that before we wrap this video up?
Hey man, shout out to Bricked Up Gaming.
Dude, bricked
You know,
up.
Bricked Up. We're gonna for sure get more content on the channel for you guys. But shout out to Nick, at Bricked Up Gaming. He's a huge buddy. Shout out to our boy Porsche. He's also made appearances here on the channel. Shout out to the boy Rick and Pink Elephant Games for hosting our locals. Yeah, shout out to all the boys over there. Every time we're playing, every time we're grinding through games, it helps us improve. It helps us learn. The more we go, so huge shout out to everyone there.
That's electric, man. Well, I can't wait to see how this performs. I'm sure you'll play it against me a couple times, and you know the drill. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys got any comments, concerns, let them know down below. Ian's pretty responsive and a pretty good resource to talk to, so I'm sure he'll be pretty attentive in the comments, or even if he's not, I'll let him know. Um, yeah, leave any questions, comments for him if you think it's cool. If you guys try it or if you have tried it, let us know. We're always up for cool and new stuff. I know I've got some stuff kind of cooking in the back. I'm just waiting for some cards to come in and waiting for work to kind of slow down a little bit. And I know Ian's always theory crafting and thinking of different stuff too, because this game kind of runs our life sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much
No,
appreciated.
that's for sure.
Everybody stepping by. Like, comment, sub. Ian, if you would take us out, tell him not to be silly.
Hey, wrap your willy.